Already engaged in a stepped-up battle against al-Qaeda insurgents, and the U.S. is quietly involved in the fight. But is it ready to open a new front in the war against terrorism? That is the question. Our CNN's Mohammed Jamjoom is standing by in Dubai, but we want to first turn to CNN Pentagon correspondent Barbara Starr. And Barbara, obviously we're learning a lot more about Yemen, both the covert and overt operations that the United States is involved in. What kind of details have you learned today?
Well, Suzanne, we have spent the day talking to senior U.S. military, intelligence officials, and a number of government sources. Here's the bottom line. Multiple sources now tell us that the U.S. military, U.S. intelligence services, and Yemeni intelligence and security services are now looking at a number of targets in Yemen that if President Obama was to order a retaliatory strike for the Christmas Day incident against al-Qaeda targets in Yemen, they will have a target list. They will be ready to go. Here's what's so important, though. This is now a collaborative effort between the U.S. and Yemen. There is an agreement, a very private agreement with the government of Yemen that the U.S. would attack only in agreement with the government of President Saleh in Yemen. But here's the problem. The Yemeni government doesn't have the capability, officials say, to do very much just yet on its own. They really don't have the military force to go after these al-Qaeda targets with great precision. No one is talking about these previous airstrikes, whether it was the U.S., but all indications now are leading to the fact that the U.S. is playing a very central role in these previous airstrikes and is getting ready for possible additional airstrikes if they can pinpoint the al-Qaeda targets, the people, the training camps, the al-Qaeda facilities that may have been directly responsible for the Christmas attack. Let me add one very interesting item. Senior U.S. official tells us it is now possible, they are looking into the possibility that this Nigerian suspect in the Christmas Day attack did train at an al-Qaeda camp inside Yemen. Suzanne?
And Barbara, do we know how close either the Yemeni government is or the U.S. government is in pinpointing those targets, identifying where those al-Qaeda training camps are, so that that kind of strike, the preemptive strike that they've been talking about, can actually happen? Is that a long ways away, or is it, do they have that kind of intelligence yet?
You know, that's what we don't really know. How close are they to pinpointing the exact al-Qaeda people that may have claimed responsibility and actually been responsible for these attacks? What we can tell you is senior U.S. military and intelligence officials tell us they have identified several al-Qaeda training camps over the last month in Yemen. Part of these have been subject to these previous strikes that we've been reporting on over the last several weeks. They are looking at these additional targets. One of the key things they're still trying to determine is whether these previous airstrikes have taken out some of the senior al-Qaeda leadership in Yemen, or whether these people have basically scattered, gone to ground, and now they have to start over trying to track them down and find out where they may be hiding out. Suzanne.
Barbara, thank you very much.